Hello everyone, welcome to another episode of our review, website project review. All of these are going to be reviewed one after the other. So stay in line across the border, yours will be reviewed. So now let's get in with the first instance. So all of these are compilation of both real client website and practical. By the way, if you have not joined our practical class yet, you can do so by visiting the link which will be beneath this video and join the web design practical class, which you can find from here. So from here we'll be dropping some assignments every month and you can practice on those assignments. You can also submit your client website here and get them reviewed within the month. Okay, within the month. Now let's get back to this. So this is a first sample by Fabulous Studio. I think the name, as the name implies, we are not going to be calling all of the names available here, but let's just get right into it. So the hero section makes more sense. One of the problem I noticed here is that you shouldn't add any icon at the hero section, and the icon for social media shouldn't be in the hero section like a button. Okay, it should be like an icon. An icon should be an icon, not a button. The Fabulous makes more sense. I like the fact that it's there, but the fact that it's okay, fine, it's a link. Now the line must be equal and the line of the header must be the widest in the website. I keep mentioning this and you keep making the same mistake. I wonder why we are having a space here, whereas this space actually doesn't make any sense. So make sure that the header is equal to the all content in the website. All of these other parts, they are very okay. Scrolling down, this text should be at the bottom part of this particular container, not at the top, because the alignment with this area doesn't make much of a sense. Scrolling down, this image makes sense. This area, this particular content here should start from the edge, from here then to the end. Okay, shouldn't start from here. There is a poor alignment here. This is not an alignment at all. This is a very poor alignment. Alignment should be equal and straight for those stuffs that actually deserve to be equal. Scrolling down, all this section makes sense. All this section are okay. You did very well here, even in the hover effect. Very well here. I like this area. Very well. Beautiful. Beautiful, beautiful. Perfect. So those are the corrections you need to make in your project. Moving to the number 2. Practically, don't use green color overlaying on elements like this. Don't do that. Also, remove the header if you are not building header yet. Make sure you remove this. I have taught you guys how to do this for those who are in our course. Remove the header if you are not building any header yet. So this particular one, I think it could be a client project. If it's not a real client project, it might be a practical, but then let's just get to it. Never use another color as an overlay. Make sure you use just pure black. The text here should be white and should be well centered with this content here. It's not centered, it's at the top. Okay, make sure you adjust that. This other part, shift this a little from the bottom. The button should have a little space. I like the gap between here. Make those other changes and you are good to go with the hero section. This part makes a lot of sense. The button padding top is too much. Reduce it by 3 more pixels. Okay, I think the same thing applies. This one can be like this because the hero section, okay, but other buttons shouldn't be at that thickness. Scrolling down, meet our team. There should be consistency in your content. So I believe the same size you use here is still the same size you use here. Okay, but meet our team, I want you to put a little bit of article beneath it, like something like this. Okay, but just 2 lines is okay, but not 2 long lines, 2 short lines. So break it somewhere here, makes more sense. This is perfectly okay. The padding top and padding bottom, you are doing very well in your padding. Doing very well. Still put another article beneath this and space it a little from this content itself. This button itself that have this thing, I don't like that effect. Okay, either make it a button or just put an arrow. Okay, I don't like that effect. That effect should be when you hover on it, it shows. So remove that. Scrolling down, this part makes a lot sense. And this is a button. Put a line beneath it. Either put a line beneath, just put a line beneath your buttons. Make your buttons consistent. If you are using a particular button, make sure the particular button applies to everything you are doing. Okay, all these other parts are okay. Did very well, did very wonderfully well in these particular sections. Very wonderfully well. Even your form looks very beautiful. Just put a little bit of content, or maybe a heading content at the top. You know what I mean by heading content, something like this. And make sure the background of that heading content is a little bit of gray, so it can show why the stroke is also showing. Those are the corrections you are going to make in your own. The next one is a Figma project. I think let's zoom this closer. Okay, So let's start off from here. No. Don't use multiple content. Just use one text format for this, okay? Your body text here is too... Even if we zoom this more as a full website, you see that this thing... That's why I don't like Figma. Figma is not a web design tool because you cannot achieve much with Figma. Zoom in. You cannot achieve much with Figma. Figma actually don't make any sense to me. Look at how bold this text is. Imagine this content is scaled to the edge of this wall. It becomes a problem. Figma is not a tool you should be considering at all. This is just the problem with Figma. You see how the body text is? You see how the hero section is? See how the header text is? No, this is not how a website looks. Let me show you an example of what I mean. Look at this body text. You see how it is? Compare it with Figma body text. So Figma cannot actually let you understand how text work. That's the problem with Figma. Okay? That's just the problem with Figma. So we don't review Figma project because I don't even know where to start. So this is cancelled. We don't review Figma project because this is in nowhere close to what I can start reviewing. No, it's in nowhere close. Even the image is very blurry. I don't actually trust reviewing or working with Figma. So this is a no. Let's go to the next. What is the meaning of this? I don't understand what the meaning of all these things. Is this how a hero section should look? With a text like at what? Like, I don't understand. This doesn't make any sense to me. Please remake your work. Make something better. I don't understand what you did right there. I don't get it. Perfect. So this one makes more sense, except for I think the background overlay should be black, not green. Stop using green, because even if the text is green, content is green, stop using green background. It's too much of a green to deal with, and the height of this particular section is too short. You can expand it a little more to make much sense. Okay, scrolling down here, this thing should be centered. It's not in the center. It should be centered, and the width of your section should be 1350 pixels. I have told you this before. 350 pixels, not 1100 and something or 1200 pixels. This is too small. Make your section wider enough so it can be more enjoyable when somebody is scrolling through it. And your body text is too tiny. I don't like it. Too tiny. The least you should use in body text is 16 to 17 pixels, not 14. This thing you're using here is 14 pixels. I've not checked it, but that's what it is. So let me click on this and inspect. You see it's 14 pixels you are using with a line height of 17. It's 14 pixels. I know how 14 pixels look. 16 pixels and above, that's what you should be using for your body text. Okay, the same size you use here now is same size you are going to be using for your this thing. This should be 16 or 15 pixels. Apply it there. Expand the width of your this thing. This is very it's uneasy in my eyes. This is not how a section should look like at all. The same thing applies to this one. Modify all those things. All this green text. No, I don't like too much of green text. It's too much. Like, it's too much. That's not how you blend in things. Our solid theme. Why is this part transparent and this part the main color? What is going on here? What's going on in all of these things? Is this a style? What's wrong with your images? Is that a style? No. Make all those changes. Modify your content. Remove this logo at top here. Modify the content and resend it back. Beautiful. I love this. Now, I love this. Even though it's an AI image, I don't support editing AI image. Try to use real people image. Don't send me AI website image again. Don't send this. I will reject it at the glance. Okay? So this hero section should scale from the top to the bottom parts like this. Then this part you wrote all these things should be an overlay, dark overlay that will make the text show, because right now I can't even read what is in the text. Dark overlay over this one to make the text show. Okay, that's what you're going to do for this particular part. But the top side will be, you use a gradient. When you put overlay, use the gradient format, make the bottom part the dark overlay. The top side can still be bright, but make sure the height of the section is reached to the bottom part. This is beautiful. Scrolling down, this is beautiful. You did well. But the text here should be a little more text. There shouldn't be a video text or an orphan text here. The text must be up to 5 or 6 in the next line. If that's the case, then collapse this part and join it here or modify your copy. Okay, this side is beautiful. The hover effect is working. Your padding is rubbish. You don't have a good padding system. Look at the padding size you are using here. Look at the padding you are using here. Look at the padding you are using here more. Look at the padding short. There is no consistency in your padding. Your padding shouldn't be less than 100 pixels. This is rubbish padding. This is rubbish padding. I don't understand what you are doing here. This is rubbish padding. There is spacing between this text and this thing is too much, and this one is too much. Bring them closer. Okay, bring them closer, just as you brought this particular one and this one closer. This part makes sense, but I don't like the part that this one is higher than this one. So find a way to fix that. Maybe add one more line of text here to make sure it's equal to the other one, just as you equal this other one. Okay, scrolling down, this part is okay. Change these icons. You can't be using one icon for everything. Modify the icons to different things based on what it is talking about. Okay, scrolling down, this part is okay. You are done. You are good. Increase the thickness of this particular text, and I think that's it. Make the corrections and resubmit. I think this is another one. The body text here is too tiny and too small. It's not actually in any way close to what I like. I think what you did here is thicker. This here is smaller. So modify this and make it make more sense. I don't know what is going on here. Fix that problem. Scrolling down, the space between this and this is too much. Adjust that. This content is okay, but I would like it if it is guided with a content that actually shows the width of this thing. The space here is not equal to this thing, so your width of your content should be equal, all equal. Okay, 1350 pixels, and don't add any padding left and right to the content. Scrolling down here, everything is almost okay here. Space up and space down. This button is too far from this particular content. Fix that. And the width of this should be equal to the width of this thing, so that the image itself should be bolder a little. Okay, scrolling down, I don't know what you did here. I don't know what is going on there. The space between this and this is too much. Section here should be wider, 1300 pixels. Some of your sections are wide, some of your sections are short. No consistency in your work. That's rubbish. Make those changes and make those fixes. Next one, I love this. This is very, very beautiful. Wow. This is an interesting work. Anyone who did this did a very, very wonderful work, I must say. At a glance, I just love it. You did very, very wonderful work here. Your images and your content. Video playing in the background makes more sense. That part, I don't even have much to say about it. Everything is okay. Everything is okay. Scrolling down here. Ready to take a step. Perfect. Beautiful. Rent. Shortlet. Perfect. Perfect. Cool. Cool. This is beautiful. I love the light color around here. Then just put a little stroke around it. Just tiny stroke to give that difference. You did very beautiful work here. Did very beautiful work here. The text here, I don't like the spacing top spacing. Just space them a little, space all text a little more. This should be a little closer to this one. Then the button is too far from this one. Bring it a little closer, and that is okay. Make sure all your text is the same line. All your text, if this one is going to be 2, let it be 2. If it's not going to be 2, reduce the sizes so that all of them can match on one line, so that all your contents can align and your button can also align. Scrolling down, this part makes sense. This part makes sense. I think this beautiful. Okay, this is beautiful. Contact our team. That's cool. Beautiful, beautiful. I like the dark effect here. You did very, very amazing work here. Book an apartment. Man, you finished work here. Finished work here. This is beautiful. This is very, very beautiful. The client will be, this is a real client project, by the way. Client will be very, very impressed with this. Okay, make those changes and then resubmit back. The space between this and the text at the top is too much. Space with the button also is too much. Put your button a little up, and don't make the button color black. Make it gray, a little light gray, so that it won't be competing with this contact us. Okay, then the next one, which is second to the last one, inspo. The black background makes a lot of sense, like that. Perfect. Is going to the main link. Okay, I would suggest you just leave this effect of bouncing on your button. Just make it, when you hover, the color should change. That's very, very appealing to user. Okay, this is okay. This is beautiful. I love this. I love this. Anyone who did this, you did a very, very wonderful work. Did a very, very wonderful work. Okay, I think you did a very wonderful work. Just these changes, you don't even need to submit your work again. Just make these changes and you are good to go. You don't need to submit. Everything looks very amazing for me from here. The text here shouldn't be pure white. Just reduce the gray, reduce it to a little bit of gray color and you are good to go. This one, which is the final one, Yaku, I think this is a client website, but you can see what other people are doing. And by the way, you are actually in our course. When you get to module 6, you understand the mistakes you have made here. You made a lot of mistakes here, which I don't want to emphasize more on. This project is not ripe enough for revision or for correction. So I'll suggest you chat me. We are going to talk about this. There is nothing I'm going to talk about here because it's not ripe yet for revision. A project being ripe for revision means that the project itself have met at least minimum requirement of 50% pass before revision. If you are less than 50% pass, it means that you are not following any important rule in our guide for website design and development. Even in our guide, even with external guides, because most people who are submitted are not our students. So there are many things you actually need to fix here, which we will discuss privately, and then you can proceed with your program, and then you can make the corrections here yourself. You will be the one to fix all of these things. I will make you fix them yourself. So that's it. That's a wrap on our today revision from real project to practical projects. Most real projects here are like 50% of the project here are real client project and 50% is just practical. So guys, make your corrections for those who I asked to submit back and indent in your submission that this is a correction from the past revision. Thank you all and God bless you.